Here. Hey there, HK here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a Discord bot. But before we begin, I want to let you guys know that you need to have an understanding of JavaScript first. Otherwise, if you don't, this tutorial will become very confusing really quickly and you won't be able to follow along. Now, with that out of the way, first we have to create our project. So we need to open up a terminal and type npm init-y. This will create a package.json file. We don't have to really worry too much about it. And I also want to install a couple of packages, discord.js and .env. And we also need to install Chalk at version 4, because otherwise if we use version 5, the imports will get kind of funky. So now you create a new file, call it index.js. Now I want to import three things from discord.js. I want to import client, in gateway intent bits, and events. Once we do that, I also need to import .env so then we can require our .env allows us to load our environmental variables. Now let's create our client. So const client equals new client. And with the new Discord API versions, you have to pass in intents now. Make an array and pass in gateway intent bits dot guilds. Now I want to create a utils class which will help us in the future. To create a new folder, call it structures. Inside structures, we're going to create a new file called utils. And probably should help if I give it a type. Inside utils, require chalk, so then because this will include our logger. So class utils, I want to create a private variable called client because we might need it. And then constructor, pass in client, and this dot underscore client equals client. So the first function I want to make is a logger. So log type and message. And the way I like to do it is to build a string. So let out equals an empty string. And I like to use switch case for this case. So switch the type. And if it's a type ready, then I want out plus equals chalk dot green in ready. You can do this however you want. This is how I like to do it. And case error, out plus equals chalk dot red error. Wait, this should be a semicolon. And default, let's just say this is info, so out plus equals chalk dot cyan info. Let me format that. And now we need to add the actual message. So out plus equals template literals and message. Now we want to console.log the message so that we can see it. Back in index, we want to do client. Now we want to create our first listener. So client on events dot client ready. It doesn't take in any parameters. First we need to export the utils class. Module.exports equals utils and index. We need to require utils, so const utils equals require dot slash structures slash utils. And now we want to add utils to our client, so client.utils equals new utilities, and we pass in the client variable client. And then client.onReady want to log that it's ready, so client.utils.log type is ready, and we want to say the bot, so client.user.tag, which will show its username and tag. Client.user.tag is now ready. And now we need to log in, so client.login process.env.token. Now we need to add in our token, so create a new file, call it .env. Here we'll have a token here, and in order to get your token, you need to get it from the Discord developer portal. I'll link this in the description. You create a new application, create it whatever you want. I'll just call it tutorial. Click this. Go to bot, add a bot. Yes, do it. And we'll have to reset token first before I can actually use it. I have to type in an authentication code. Once you get it, you don't want to show anyone your token. So I'll just copy this, put it into my editor token. And now we want to invite the bot. Under URL generator, you want to check off bot and administrator, copy, open a new tab. You want to invite the bot to whatever you want. I'll invite it to HK server. And now the bot is in your server tutorial. But it's, as you can see, it's offline. A bot that's offline doesn't really do much. So now we want to go back here and type in node. And now we can see tutorial is now ready. And if we go back to the Discord, you can see that it's online. But it doesn't really do much. So I'll create a command called ping. So client.on events.interact interaction create. It pass in an interaction. And we first have to check if it's a command. So if interaction.is chat input command, and we also have to check it for its name. So const name equals interaction.command name. If the name of the command is equal to ping, you want to reply with Pong. But we also have to create that, so we can do client.application.commands.create. Now the create takes in an application command, so we give it a name of ping and a description of like see if bot is online. And I'll do it. Now we'll restart the bot. You can see now it's ready. And now we can see that there's a ping command. And if we run it, we see Pong. But there's also one more thing I want to do, which is another utils function, which is reply or edit. We need the interaction and the data. This is just so that I can be lazier later on. So I want to check if the interaction has been replied to or edited. So we go if interaction dot replied, or if interaction dot deferred, then we do return interaction dot edit reply with the data, and then else we just return the interaction dot reply data. Now we go back in here. Instead of this, we put client.utils.reply or edit interaction and write Pong. Now we rerun our body. Well, first we have to get rid of this because now oh, the command's already been created, and if we run again, it'll create another command called ping. And now we can see ping pong. And that'll do it for today.